Embark on a captivating journey through the Book of Psalms, a timeless tapestry of human emotion and divine dialogue. This sacred collection of poetry and prayer offers a profound glimpse into the heart of ancient Israel's beloved King David. His words resonate across millennia, echoing the joys, sorrows, doubts, and triumphs of humanity's shared experience. Join us as we delve into the depths of David's Psalms, uncovering their enduring power to inspire, comfort, and guide us today. The Psalms are not a collection of sterile theological treatises or dry, moralistic pronouncements. They are, instead, a vibrant tapestry of human emotion, woven together with threads of joy, sorrow, anger, fear, love, and hope. David's Psalms, in particular, capture the full spectrum of human experience, reflecting the complexities and contradictions that reside within us all. David's Psalms are not merely ancient poems to be admired from a distance. They are living, breathing words that have the power to transform our lives today. Through David's example, we learn to approach God with both boldness and humility, pouring out our hearts to Him in complete honesty and unwavering trust. At the heart of David's relationship with God lies a profound understanding of Hesed, a Hebrew word often translated as loving kindness or steadfast love. Hesed encompasses far more than mere sentimentality or fleeting affection. It represents an unbreakable covenant, a bond of unwavering loyalty and commitment that transcends time and circumstance. For David, Hesed was the bedrock of his faith, the unshakable foundation upon which he built his life and his kingdom. Trusting the shepherd's voice, finding guidance in the midst of uncertainty. David's relationship with God was not merely one of passive reception or blind obedience. It was a dynamic, ever-evolving dialogue marked by both intimate whispers and passionate cries of the heart. David approached God with the boldness of a beloved son, confident in his father's love and eager to seek his guidance in all things. A refuge in times of trouble, experiencing the protective embrace of God. David's life was far from idyllic. He faced betrayal, persecution, war, and the devastating consequences of his own sin. Yet through it all, he found solace and strength in the unwavering presence of God, a God who was not distant or aloof, but intimately involved in the lives of his children. Repentance and renewal, finding forgiveness in the shadow of sin. David's life, though marked by moments of profound faith and courage, was not without its share of moral failings. He, like all of humanity, stumbled and fell, succumbing to temptation and reaping the bitter consequences of his sin. Yet, it is in these moments of brokenness and contrition that the depth of his relationship with God shines most brightly. David's Psalms of repentance are not mere expressions of regret or remorse, but raw, visceral cries for forgiveness, a testament to his unwavering belief in a God who delights in restoring the brokenhearted. Section 2, From Lament to Hope, navigating the depths of despair and the dawn of trust. Life, even for a man after God's own heart like David, was not without its seasons of profound suffering and despair. Betrayal, loss, persecution, and the crushing weight of responsibility often threatened to extinguish the flame of hope within him. Yet it is in these moments of utter darkness that the power of David's faith shines most brightly. His Psalms of lament, far from being expressions of doubt or despair, are raw, unfiltered cries for help, a testament to his unwavering belief in a God who hears the cries of the afflicted and draws near to the broken-hearted. Section 3. The power of remembrance, drawing strength from God's past faithfulness. David's life was a tapestry woven with threads of both triumph and tragedy, moments of exhilarating victory and seasons of crushing defeat. Yet through it all, he clung to the unshakable truth of God's faithfulness, a faithfulness that had been woven into the very fabric of his existence. In the Psalms, David doesn't just recount God's past faithfulness as a mere historical record, but as a source of strength and encouragement for the present and a beacon of hope for the future. Section 4. Unfolding Petals of Praise, celebrating the majesty and wonder of God. David's relationship with God was not confined to moments of supplication or desperate pleas for help. It was a vibrant, multifaceted tapestry woven with threads of awe, wonder, adoration, and exuberant joy. Throughout the Psalms, David's heart overflows with praise for the God who created the heavens and the earth, the God who reigns over all creation with both power and tenderness, the God whose love knows no bounds and whose faithfulness endures forever. Whispers of wisdom, recognizing God's voice in the silence of the soul. David's relationship with God was profoundly intimate, a tapestry woven with threads of conversation, contemplation, and quiet communion. He understood that divine guidance wasn't always a thunderous declaration from the heavens, but often a gentle whisper in the silence of the soul. It was in the quiet moments, far from the clamor of the battlefield or the intrigues of the court, that David tuned his heart to the frequency of God's voice, seeking wisdom and direction for the path ahead. More than a feeling, seeking confirmation in the tapestry of circumstances. While David deeply valued the whispers of wisdom that arose from within, he also understood that discernment wasn't solely an emotional exercise. He didn't rely on fleeting feelings or subjective interpretations alone. He sought confirmation in the tapestry of circumstances, the convergence of events, and the opening and closing of doors, recognizing these as signposts on the path of divine guidance. The courage to trust, embracing the mystery of God's unfolding plan. David's journey of faith wasn't without its share of unanswered questions, moments of doubt, and seasons of bewildering silence. He experienced the full spectrum of human emotions, from the heights of exhilaration to the depths of despair, and he didn't shy away from expressing his raw vulnerability before God. Yet even in the face of uncertainty, he clung tenaciously to the bedrock of his faith, trusting that God's plan, though often mysterious, was ultimately for his good and his glory. David's Psalms stand as a timeless testament to the power of authentic, unfiltered prayer. He doesn't approach God with carefully crafted words or a facade of piety. Instead, he lays bare his heart, his fears, his doubts, his joys, his deepest longings, holding nothing back from the one who knows him best. While David's Psalms offer profound insights into his own personal relationship with God, they also point beyond themselves to a greater reality, a reality that finds its ultimate fulfillment in the person of Jesus Christ. Scattered throughout the Psalter are glimpses of the coming Messiah, prophetic foreshadowings of the one who would perfectly embody both the suffering and the glory foretold in David's words. Psalm 22, a psalm of profound lament and anguish, is a powerful example of this messianic foreshadowing. David's cries of, my God, why have you forsaken me?" Centuries have passed since David penned his heartfelt prayers, yet the Psalms continue to resonate with timeless relevance, offering guidance and encouragement for navigating the complexities of life in the 21st century. David's example teaches us that true fulfillment and lasting peace are found not in worldly success or fleeting pleasures, but in cultivating a deep, abiding relationship with the God who knows us by name and loves us without reservation. In a world often characterized by uncertainty, fear, and a relentless pursuit of self-sufficiency, David's Psalms invite us to embrace a different way, a path marked by humility, surrender, and unwavering trust in the one who holds our lives in his loving hands. Navigating the imprecatory Psalms, wrestling with ancient expressions of divine justice. As we immerse ourselves in the rich tapestry of David's Psalms, we encounter passages that can feel jarring, even unsettling, to the modern reader. These are the imprecatory Psalms, prayers that call for God's judgment and vengeance upon enemies. Verses like those found in Psalm 109, where David cries out, "Appoint someone evil to oppose my enemy, let an accuser stand at his right hand," can seem at odds with the teachings of love and forgiveness that characterize the New Testament. Bridging the gap, David's unique role and the universal language of the heart. David, the shepherd king, the warrior poet, the man after God's own heart, his life and legacy loom large in the biblical narrative. As we delve into his Psalms, it's essential to acknowledge the unique historical and theological role he played in God's redemptive plan. David was chosen by God to be the ancestor of Jesus the Messiah, and his kingship foreshadowed the eternal reign of Christ. The Psalms, penned centuries ago in a world vastly different from our own, might seem at first glance like relics of a bygone era. However, as we delve into their poetic depths, we discover that their wisdom transcends the boundaries of time and culture, offering timeless truths that continue to resonate with profound relevance in the 21st century. David's heartfelt expressions of faith, doubt, joy, sorrow, and everything in between mirror the full spectrum of human emotions we experience today. As our journey through the Psalms draws to a close, we find ourselves standing on the precipice of a profound realization that the ancient echoes of David's heart reverberate with startling clarity within our own. His words, penned centuries ago amidst the rugged landscapes of ancient Israel, speak to the deepest longings, fears, and aspirations that reside within each of us. Though separated by time and circumstance, we discover a shared language of the soul, a universal yearning for connection, for meaning, for a love that transcends the fleeting nature of our earthly existence. The Psalms beckon us to embark on a lifelong journey of prayer, not as a religious obligation or a last resort in times of crisis, but as a vibrant, dynamic conversation with the one who knows us best and loves us most. It's a journey marked by both mountaintop experiences of joy and exhilaration and valley experiences of doubt, fear, and despair. Yet through it all, we're invited to cling to the unshakable truth that God is with us every step of the way, guiding our footsteps, calming our storms, and whispering words of comfort and encouragement. David's example teaches us that prayer is not about reciting memorized formulas or presenting a perfectly polished facade to God. It's about cultivating a relationship of deep intimacy and unwavering trust, a safe space where we can bring our whole selves, our brokenness, our doubts, our fears, our longings, and lay them at the feet of the one who understands us completely. In a world often characterized by uncertainty, fear, and a relentless pursuit of fleeting pleasures, the Psalms offer a beacon of hope, pointing us towards a love that endures all things, a faithfulness that never falters, and a presence that transcends the storms of life. They remind us that no matter what challenges we face, no matter how far we stray, No matter how dark the night may seem, we are never beyond the reach of God's loving embrace.